So next on the little collection update agenda, we have the Nintendo 64. These are all cartridge only games, reason being that obviously the majority of Nintendo 64 games that are left are cartridge only because the boxes get tatty, people used to throw them away, stuff like that, and that's the reason I don't want them in boxes, because the boxes will just get tatty and whatever over time anyway. So collecting box games doesn't interest me for systems that have got cardboard box kind of games, because it's just I just don't like them, to be honest. So yeah, here we go. And we are Biofreaks, not played that one yet. Doom 64, interesting version of Doom for the Nintendo 64, because it's its own sort of bespoke game rather than a port. Top Gear Rally, decent kind of arcade rally game. MRC, decent kind of arcade rally game, but with this one you have different paths and you can pick kind of a road rally car or kind of a Paris-Dakar type thing, and take different routes and stuff. Kobe Bryant in NBA courtside, pardon me, don't remember anything about it. I don't even know if I played it, to be honest. Top Gear Overdrive, didn't enjoy it as much as Top Gear Rally, kind of over the top arcade racer, a bit bland in my opinion. Classic game, Killer Instinct Gold, although I actually prefer the Super Nintendo version to this. This, I don't like the kind of sprite scaling effects and things in this, it looks a bit weird. Fighter's Destiny's interesting, points based martial arts fighter. If you're into your fighting games, definitely check on that one out because it's interesting. Shadows of the Empire, Star Wars, so game that hasn't aged brilliantly, but still a must have on the system. Mission Impossible, never got into the game, it's just fucking mediocre, to be honest. ISS 98, it's ISS 98, it's football with Tom Ince and Fabrizio Ravanelli on the front, back in the days before Messi and fucking dickhead Neymar. Wave Race 64, must have title for the system. Ridge Racer 64, kind of an interesting version. It kind of plays like Ridge Racer 4, but it's got loads of classic tracks and that sort of stuff in it. Lilac Wars, sequel to Star Wing, or Star Fox, depending on where you live. Yeah, I've never really been able to get into that one. Turret Rage Wars is multiplayer kind of arena shooter, kind of like Unreal Tournament but Turret, except the controls are shit in this and you can't configure them, so it's just a fucking waste of space, that game is. F1 Pole Position 64, just F1 with nasty controls if I remember correctly. 1080 Degree Snowboarding, cool snowboarding game. Lamborghini 64, or no, it's just called Lamborghini, isn't it? It's not a bad game. Kind of notorious at the time of release because it had a manual clutch option, which was kind of weird. Extreme G, very fast racer, even if the graphics are a bit kind of stripped back. For me, this is a kind of must-have title for the system just because it's FIFA 64. Yeah, it's just FIFA 64. I don't know why it's a must-have system, but I just always wanted it, and it's very cheap. F1 World GP2, available on just about every other system. Yep, it's F1, whatever. One of the best games on the system, if not the best. GoldenEye 007, amazing. Buster Move 2, yeah, decent puzzle game, never really been able to get into them though. Twisted Edge Snowboarding, don't remember much about that one. Ocarina of Time. The thing that always strikes me about this game is just how heavy the cartridge is. There must be some fucking serious fucking ROM packed in there. Fucking weighs like double the amount of a normal N64 game. And finally FIFA 98, which dropped the Road to World Cup moniker that the PS1 and Saturn versions of the game had. Yeah, overall that's my N64 collection. As with the Mega Drive unboxed games, obviously had to explain what every game is because they have no end labels. So yeah, not the biggest collection, but there are some decent games in there. GoldenEye, Wave Race, Killer Instinct Gold, stuff like that. So Ocarina of Time, obviously, although I've never really played that at any sort of length. It's on the to-do list, unfortunately. So yeah, that's the N64 list. No, it's on the collection, it's in the list. Yeah, that's the N64 collection. And yeah, I'll be doing my Super Nintendo games next, I think. So if you're into the Super Nintendo, then stay tuned for that one.